We've come to visit the mixer manufacturing faucets. This machine turns screw. This is the warehouse. We'll go a bit further to have a look. This is the second part of factory. At the previous one, the machining took place. Here, small-scale production is carried out. This is casting, they're pouring the mold. Here's the aluminum. The preform is standing there, they melt it down and stamp it. Here's the molten aluminum. At the second factory, they process them. It's all for the bathroom. Hangers, hooks. Here's the second factory. The quality here is clearly better. This is a milling machine. It makes these blanks out of zinc too. This is bronze. The iron is about 5 thick. The excess is cut off after welding. Here are a few laser cutting machines. This one cuts the pipe. In other words, they cut a hole straight away for the holders. They make the blanks. This is a press brake. This one too. Secondary processing takes place on the second floor. Here is the casting. Ingots. Here, the preform is placed in there and the shape is cast. Then a person sits and breaks off the unnecessary parts. Here is where the robots are used. It takes a blank, places it, and performs the initial polishing. First, a rough polish. Here there are 4 lines with different grit sizes. Up on the second floor, the lads are carrying out inspections and performing micro-welding. A row of machines. Here they're drilling and cutting threads. Lathe machines. These are the handles. Here they're applying the logo. Here are the women sitting and working, checking everything. This is where the initial inspection and packaging take place. This factory wins a lot of tenders, with a particularly high volume of orders for hotels. This is how they pack them. If there are any defects, they are sent for secondary polishing. They also collect samples for quality control. The polishing workshop is on the 5th floor. Here, they mark where additional polishing is required. You have to be very careful with this work. Here we've arrived at the showroom of the 3rd factory. Again, taps, shower taps, and bathroom accessories. This factory has a huge number of awards. It works with very popular and high-quality brands from Europe. They have a second showroom where the quality is far higher than in the first. Here's an electronic sensor. This is where the initial processing of parts takes place. Drilling, polishing. Here's the packaging and inspection. Plugged it in, switched it on. Minimum 5-year warranty. That's how we check the quality of the factory.